Good day, guys. Today we're going to be working on our second project, and our second project is about student records, checking their results in their exams, and then printing out whether they failed, whether they passed. And so the students' reg numbers are given to us. The scores of all the three different exams they are written are given to us, but they are given to us in form of a file. As you can see here, this is our file created with Notepad. The name of the file is called file, and so this is how the results are given to us. So what we want to do now is to now read this file. By the time we read the file, we will now use the file in our code to determine whether a student passes or a student fails. So it means that you are learning a new thing in this project, which is called file handling. You're going to learn how to open files, how to read them, and how to use them. So let's get started. First of all, I want to save my work. I'll call it student. Okay. I'll call it student. Save. Yes, I'll click that. So then I want to create a variable where I'll store my file. Variable equals to open. So this is how I open my file. Open. Then the name of the file, which is file.txt. Now, if your file is located in a different folder from the folder where your work is located, you want to go ahead and just write the path here, the absolute path or the relative path, whichever you choose. Okay, now go here and now put my read there. Okay, so now I want to now read the file. This R here shows that this file can only be read. If I put W there, it means we can also write to the file, but I want to write the file to only be read. So I now come here, equal to file, which is now name of my variable dot read. Save that, run it. Okay, so let me print out my A so that I can see what is inside there. There's an error here, this file. Run that again, and as you can see, I've successfully read my file. So this is where the values that were inside my file, like you saw that time. Yes, so you see them here. So now this file is basically a string. Everything you see here is a string. So I want to go ahead and now break my string into each student. So I'll go here and do, let's say, split 1 is equal to A, which is the name of my variable where my file is stored now, dot split. Now splitting is a way of converting a string into an array. And I tell it wherever you see a new line, split there. So I'll put my new line symbol. Now let me go ahead and print out my new splitted so that you see how it looks like. Split 1, run that, and you can see now it has splitted it into each student. As you can see, it comes here, a new line is simply where it breaks into the next one. So you can see whenever it reaches here, you just split it. So this is the first one, now the second one, the third one, and the fourth one. So now that's not all. We're now going to be checking each of the array. Now we're going to be looping through the array using our for in loop. So for each underscore record, you can give it any name, in split 1, which is now the name of our variable, split 1. For each of the record in split 1, I want you to now split it further again into another array. So I'll just go ahead and write split 2. Split 2 is equal to each record now. Each record dot split. Okay. Each record. Where do you want it to split? Let it split wherever there's a space. So if you split at this space, split at this space, and split at this space, okay? Let me just go ahead and print out my split 2 so I can see how it looks like. Run it. As you can see now, it has splitted my code at each of the spaces. So now I can now use index to begin to access each of the scores there. So I'll just go ahead and now begin to access them. Now you could use your many in other programming languages. Let's say you have your switch statement you could use, but here let me just go ahead and keep it simple and just use my if else statement. Or better still, let's go ahead and use the average of all their scores to check whether they pass or not. So I'm going to go ahead and just add all of their scores together. So what I'm basically doing now is I added all of this ones together, starting from here. Maybe I'll start counting from 0 by starting from 1. So instead of, so this is 0, 1, 2, 3. So I'm just adding just these 3 together, and then now dividing the answer by 3 so I can check the average. So I'm going to go ahead and just run the code now. And you can see now it's printing for each of them. Since let's say student failed. Wow. And tell me all the students failed. We need one student to pass. Okay, let's see what is causing that. Okay, let me go ahead and print out this so I can check what is actually in speed to 1. Okay, so that seems to be correct. Let me go ahead and just check it out and then get back. Okay, so we've seen that if average is less than, sorry, it's supposed to be greater than, yeah, you can only pass when average is greater than half. So I'll run that again. As you can see, all the students passed. Let's go ahead and make one of their results just so bad so that we can see whether if you actually show fail. Let's say 29, 30, and 20. Save that, run the code again, and as you can see now the last student failed because he fell below the average. So let's go ahead and just make our code clean, at least a little bit cleaner. Just remove all the print statements there. Okay. So basically that's just that about file handling with Python. There are quite a lot of other things which we'll most likely see, and as you go deeper into the programming language, you'll begin to learn quite a lot of things. So see you in the next video. Take care. Now in the next video we're going to be building our graphical user interface. It means that we're going to be building our banking system, our desktop app. So can't wait to meet you there. Take care.